$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa. I gotta go. Let me respond. There's a lot to respond to here. Let's get something straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far. Okay? Number one. Number two, I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I'm the only person who's ever run on 3 platforms that I was told could not possibly win the election.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea is in big trouble.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa. Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius.
Spoilers! And welcome to another show. This is the Above It All show. Hello. Got a show going on today. Doing a program today on the Above It All show. Got Max the dog sitting right next to me today. Should I do the 50s announcer voice through the whole thing? I don't know. But I got Max the dog sitting next to me. He's snoring. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get this microphone down here. Anything? You hear anything? It's Max the dog. He is woofing it up. Well, actually, not really. He's just kind of laying on the floor right now. But he is woofing it up. And he is ready to woof. I got all these wires. I don't know if I should show this. I don't even know if I can show this. But this is what I'm dealing with here. Is I accidentally created a monster. And so I got to deal with that later. But every wire is being pulled at the it's just being pulled, and there's just this organism in the middle of all the wire. Anyway, so we got a show lined up for today. Well, I got a show. You have nothing. You have nothing. Y'all, I would like to also say that someone did give me money on PayPal over the course of the break. From yesterday to today. So in order to symbolize this, I'm going to bust out the tip jar, and this time we're putting paper in the tip jar. Folks, if you want to support me, the tip jar is the way to do it. It's a visual metaphor. All right. Got a show going on. You cut the grass. I also cut the grass yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. So I was mowing the lawn. And, then I finished mowing the lawn. And, decided to, do a couple of, just dabbing just a little bit. Just a miniature amount. And I got really high, and I watched a movie. So, that was my evening. But it did start with me cutting the lawn, so I can empathize with your blight. Max the dog. I need to get like a setup for my stream where like Max is sitting next to me and I'm just like going like this, and that's the whole show. I'm sure he would be okay with that, but anyway, we got a show today. We got Glam Girl Adel in the chat room. Round of applause. Everybody please clap your hands for Glam Girl Adel in the chat. Good to see you here. Glad to see that you're here. It is a wonderful day to be here. Everybody, please say hello. Give a warm welcome to Glam Girl Adel in the chat. So, thank you. And that's it. Thank you. All right, so let's jump in. Let's jump in. We're jumping in. Is everyone ready to jump on in? We're jumping the fuck in. All right. So, I covered on my show. Well, I cover frequently. I do COVID updates on my show. And just how horrible our government response to COVID is. The government has tried doing nothing. Then they've tried, let's do nothing again. Then they tried, I got a new idea. Let's do nothing. And now the government, at least in California, is going to try that again. 4 times in a row, we'll do nothing and hope for the best. COVID mask mandate. Beverly Hills, 3 other local cities will not comply with LA order. So there's a Los Angeles County mask mandate. That's like it's some automatic thing with case numbers. Of course, the case numbers are being manipulated right now. But also, it's like 2 weeks after a threshold is met is when, like, not 2 weeks before, right? You know, but 2 weeks after a peak is in effect, they'll institute a mask mandate. Well, anyway, that 2 weeks has arrived, and the cities in Los Angeles are just like, nah. Isn't that interesting? Like, if I don't want to mow my lawn, someone from the city is going to come over with a fucking yardstick and go like, your grass is too high, or you need to cut it. What if I don't want to? But when it comes to a virus, the government's like, we're not going to follow the law. When it comes to seatbelts, I'll get pulled the fuck over if I'm just driving down the street without my seatbelt on. When it comes to masks, whatever, fuck the law. Who cares what the law says? The law? Fuck the law. I like all these law and order hard asses, whenever they are actually met with some law and order that they don't like, they just don't follow it. And then they wonder, why is there a crime wave? I don't know, man. It's hilarious. But anyway, let's read this. With a decision expected tomorrow on whether Los Angeles County will reimpose an indoor mask mandate, due to the rise in cases for the more infectious BA.5 variant, the city of El Segundo today added its name to a list of local cities that will decline to enforce such a rule if it is implemented by the country. Can they decline to enforce drug laws? Just wondering. Like, we just decide all the laws that are bad, actually, we're just not going to enforce them. All right, great. What about drug laws? My city council colleagues and I strongly believe the decision to wear a mask should be the choice of the individual and should not be imposed by LA County. So if I go to fucking El Segundo and I rip my shirt off at the grocery store, are they going to arrest me, or are they just going to choose not to enforce that law? I know. The hypocrisy doesn't matter. These people are genocidal. Like, that's just... it's two layers, right? One, it's genocide of the minority, disabled people with immunocompromised disorders, people like elderly people. They're being genocided. They're the victims. And the majority just don't give a fuck. They just don't care. Either their grandparents already died, their immunocompromised cousin already died, right? So what's there else to lose, right? The selfish, right, genocide of millions of people for no reason other than the majority is a bunch of lazy fucking morons that don't know about soap. It would be like if I go to a restaurant, if I work at a restaurant, I'm a chef, right? And I just, I don't wash my hands. It's part of the flavor, right? When I'm rubbing my genitals after using the bathroom, right? And then I start kneading the dough. It's all part of the flavor. It's part of the experience. It's the flavor. What? You're going to fire me for not washing my hands? Well, it's my decision. What? Soap? It's healthier? No, it's not healthier. Again, this fucking shit, man. These people are ridiculous. They are Nazis. And I say this literally because they are aiding and abetting a genocide. It's not that difficult to just wear a mask, right? First of all, on the personal choice angle, governments being corrupt and useless, that's a whole different angle. On the personal choice angle, it's not that fucking hard to wear a mask when you're at the grocery store for 15 fucking minutes, okay? Second of all, again, the governments, if they can choose not to enforce laws, I'm wondering why people are still being arrested all across this country for drugs. That's what I'm wondering. If you could just choose not to enforce the law, what's going on there? But again, like, 1 million dead motherfuckers, right? Millions of people with permanent disabilities from long COVID, and the majority still doesn't fucking give a shit. They just don't care. They just don't care. Like, no amount of hypocrisy. Oh, but you also... That doesn't matter to them. They're Nazis. Anyone that is like this weird GoFid, like, pandemic denialist, they are a Nazi. They, in some part of them, they don't care about or they like the genocide of minorities. They don't care that deaths from COVID are disproportionately people of color. They don't care that deaths from COVID are disproportionately poor people, people that work in the service industry. They don't care that deaths from COVID are disproportionately disabled people, people that have autoimmune diseases, people that are elderly. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. In fact, not only do they not care, but for a lot of these motherfuckers in the majority, it's a feature. Oh shit, you're telling me we can kill all the fucking elderly people? Fuck yeah. Oh shit, you're telling me the black people will die more than the white people? Fuck yes, finally. Oh shit, you're telling me that stupid kid with an autoimmune disease is gonna die before my kid? Fuck, finally, they're annoying. That's how they treat us. Like, I need you to understand, that's how they treat everyone else. These are psycho motherfuckers. Like, they're psycho motherfuckers, and they control the government. So anyway, I'm clapping like a buffoon. Max is very worried. Hello, Max. You wanna say hello? You want to say hello? Come on up. You want to say hello? He's being a dog, folks. He's being a dog. Oh my god. I love this dog. Oh. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. This beautiful Maxie. Holy shit. Oh, now he's sitting right in front of me. Oh. My sister works at the medical clinic and the doc said she can stay and work even though she has COVID. That's great. Isn't that like, oh, I'm sick. Let me go to the doctor. Oh no, now I have COVID too. Wow. What a good fucking show. What a good show. Because that's what this is. This is a fucking show. What we're watching. We're watching a show and everyone we know is a character on television. How else could you explain this? Like, I am wrapped within like a fucking multi-year nightmare. I'm gonna wake up, it'll be like January 2020, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, whoa, man. Right? Like, we're just fucking perpetually spinning around in the nightmare machine. Post videos of Max, I will. Anyway, so we have a show that we're doing today. We're doing a show today. Max the dog is currently under my foot. This goddamn dog. He has been like really attention hungry lately. I don't know, maybe I've been ignoring him, but I don't think so. I mean, that's the goal though. Like, you need to understand, like, the COVID being here forever is a permanent way. Like, look at the flu, right? Like, you know, this has been so normalized, but the flu kills thousands of people every year. And who does it kill? Disproportionately elderly people, people with autoimmune diseases, right? Like, that's the goal. The goal is to always keep disabled people, minority populations, at bay. It's easier to murder them if it's with a virus that you're not giving them medicine for than to build gas. Why build gas chambers for all these fucking sick and elderly and disabled people when you can just not worry about a virus and then boom, they're all dead? Right? It's just like an automatic way to cull the population of undesirables. It's like just like genocide, but no one's held accountable. That's what's going on here. Anyway, enough about genocide, you know? No, I use that term a lot lately. People always go like, it's not really a genocide. It's not really, and there's 7 million people die, and there's a gas chamber. It's not really genocide. It's not real. It's Abner, I disagree. The profit on mass is not high enough for Big Pharma to push the need. I disagree. I think the profit is in the perfect sweet spot, because if they did push the need, they wouldn't be able to price gouge as much. There would probably, like, if everyone in this country knew that they needed a mask, the chances of masks being like heavily subsidized or like, you know, price control or something being put on them, I think that they're in that sweet spot. How do we feel about Jagmeet Singh? He's the what is it? The fucking, is it the New Democratic Party or some shit in Canada? I don't know too much about him, but he seems pretty okay. But I'm not, you know, informed. I don't follow Canadian politics too much. Got a show going on, doing a program today. Later today, I'm going to be doing a Doom stream. I'm thinking. No, it's been a while. I've been taking a little break from alcohol, but I'm thinking I might try a drink. Might sip on something. And so if you want to show up at 1 p.m. This is a WOD. I've been really enjoying the WODs by this Doom development team. I don't know, you know, I don't know what to call them, but it's called the Squonker team. They produce some bangers, I gotta say. So I'm trying to play all of them. This one I think is 7 maps. It shouldn't take me more than 1 streaming session. So gonna drink a couple alcohols, you know, see how it goes, have a good time. And if anyone wants to join me and take advantage of the fact that I'm going to drink an alcohol, you know, maybe, you know, who knows what could happen. Anyway, so that's a show planned for 1 p.m. Tune in. I am not going to take a shot or shotgun a beer. Those are both things that will not happen. But I will consume an alcohol. I'm not sure what kind yet, but I'll make something. I'm at the phase of my alcoholism where I'm just enjoying cocktails. Like I enjoy like mixing a bunch of shit in a blender, and it's just like, you know, I'm building like an alcohol I got a bunch of different ones. I guess, I don't know, like a collection. I don't know if a collection is the right term. But I got like a bunch of different ones. You mix them up, you know, you create something interesting. I've been enjoying that. That's my old strategy of consumption of alcohol, is just like, you know, shots of vodka, sometimes with seltzer water, right? That was my old strategy. But now I'm just, you know, oh, I haven't tried this before. Let's throw it in something. What's my favorite mix? I don't have a favorite. I try to do something new-ish every time. Like I take what I did last time and I throw something else at it, and then it's like, you know, it's like a game of telephone. Right, every time I make something, it's slightly different, and then it'll evolve over time. But yeah, so, you know, now that I got my new mouse, my new old mouse, I'm gonna play more Doom. You work too hard? That's true. And I would even say I work not enough pay. And that's why today you can give me money. Scroll down today and then this is the jar, and then it's a metaphor. Rum punch, cherry, cranberry, orange, pineapple juice with spiced rum. Call it love punch. Sounds good. I don't know about the pineapple juice. I don't even know about any of the juice. I mean, not a huge fruit juice fan. I like lemons and limes though. I put lemons and limes and everything. Motherfucker, I got so high the other day. I was also on shrooms slightly as well. Anyway, so I was really high and shrooming, and I've got like a bag of limes in the refrigerator. And like I just started eating limes. Like I washed them off and everything, and I just started like eating the limes. Like I was just like god damn, you ever eat a lime? Limes are fucking amazing. Oh fuck me. Oh boy. Oh! I love limes. Anyway, let's do a show. Brooke Holloway, $1.99 for your next mix. I don't have any more coins, so we're putting paper dollars in here until I get some more coins. So, you know, this is $20, but you know, it's one thank you. It's a metaphor. All this drug and alcohol is going to lower my immunity. That's why I don't leave the house. Ben, this is like, you don't understand. As long as I don't leave the house, I'm good to go. Fuck my immunity. I don't care. I just don't leave the house. So, a spin-off show mixing cocktails with the bitch? Maybe. It's possible. Hello, Infinity Crusade. All right. Folks, cancel culture. Now, I know a lot of people listening, a lot of people watching this, they're going to be thinking to themselves, ah, fuck, the woke mob? Again? Again? I know, right? These motherfuckers, the woke mob, and the cancel, and the culture of anyway, Justice Thomas cancels plans to teach at DC Law School. He was canceled, but not by the woke mob, but by himself. He canceled himself. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has backed out of teaching a seminar at George Washington University's law school in the nation's capital following student protests and the university's statement of support for the conservative justice's role on campus. So, George Washington University puts out a letter. We love Clarence Thomas. And the people that are going there are like, fuck that guy. And then Clarence Thomas was like, whoa, I better cancel myself. Thomas, 74, has taught at the private law school since 2011. He was supposed to lead the seminar with Judge Gregory Maggs of the U.S. Court of Appeals for Armed Forces. Maggs once served as Supreme Court clerk to Thomas. Thomas was part of the conservative majority in the late June that overturned Roe v. Wade, and the following days, thousands of students signed a petition calling for the school to sever its relationship with Thomas. But university officials refused. Maggs will continue to offer the class. Thomas's withdrawal was first reported blah, blah, blah. Thomas did not appear to request comment. He canceled himself, folks. Now, I guarantee you right-wingers are going to be like, cancel culture, cancel culture, cancel. Motherfucker, if it's cancel culture to ask someone a question at like their fucking teaching thing and to not like that person and ask them like a gotcha question to make them look foolish, then every teacher on planet Earth has been canceled. Like, this fucking snowflake can't deal with a rowdy classroom. You're telling me this stupid fucking shit for brains snowflake can't deal with someone asking, like, you know, offensive questions to him? Yeah, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. I'm tired of these fucking idiots, dude. And I guess so is George Washington University. So, good on them for just protesting this guy into non-existence. That's pretty great. Fuck Clarence Thomas. Fuck Clarence Thomas. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. And not in a good dick way. Fuck that guy. He's a piece of garbage. Anyway, next. I've been canceled. I got canceled! All I wanted to do was legislate people into being second-class citizens so that I can fuck them, impregnate them, and then they become my property. Why is everyone so mean to me? Oh, I didn't mean no harm. Like, what? These fucking guys, dude. These fucking guys. I mean, it's embarrassing, honestly. I got an ice chunk in my mouth. Alright. Let's get into the news. Jesus Christ, this is a news show. This is a news show. We gotta start being fucking professional here, okay, motherfuckers? Imagine I got, like, papers. I'm doing the thing where they do the... I need to get, like, a stack of papers. So I don't have any, but imagine I need to be professional. This is a news show here. All right. Matt Gaetz. At it again. Among 20 House Republicans who voted against an anti-human trafficking bill, I mean, that's one fuck mother of a headline. So you're telling me the guy under investigation for being involved in child sex trafficking voted against a bill that would attempt to reduce child sex trafficking. Wow. Gonna be honest, didn't see that one coming. Rep. Matt Gaetz was among the 20 House Republicans who voted on Tuesday against the bill that seeks to combat human trafficking. The legislation, titled the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Victims Prevention and Protection Reauthorization Act, passed in a 401 to 20 vote, 401 in favor, 20 against. With all opposition coming from Republicans, 8 Republicans and 1 Democrat did not vote. Gaetz, who is currently under investigation by the Department of Justice for sex trafficking allegations involving a minor, was among the Republicans who opposed the bill that aims to bolster programs including shelters, mental health care, education, and job training for victims of human trafficking. Wow. Gaetz was joined by GOP reps Brian Babin, Andy Biggs, Lauren Boebert, Mo Brooks, Ken Buck, Andrew Clyde, Lou Gohmert, Paul Gosar, Margaret Taylor Greene, Andy Harris, Jody Harris, Thomas Massey, Tom McClintock, Mary Miller, Troy Nails, Ralph Norman, Scott Perry, and Chip Roy. Don't forget about Van Taylor. What kind of name is Van? Hey, what's your name? Van. No, not what car do you drive. What's your name? Oh, Van. No. Your name, Van. What the fuck kind of name is Van? Jesus Christ. Like, I know about, like, X Van whatever, right, as a name, but, like, Van? Just, like, I don't know. The bill calls for allocating more than $1.1 billion over 5 years to reapprove and bolster programs that were created under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000. According to the measure, local educational agencies operating on a high-intensity sex trafficking area on location with a significant child labor trafficking would be prioritized, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, just want to throw another fun fact in here, again, that people love. Well, people don't know this typically, but did you know that since the rise of QAnon and the concept of all gay people being groomers and pedophiles, that these agencies that investigate child sex trafficking have been less efficient and less effective at actually catching child predators? You might be wondering, what? That's because these Republicans will call, like, a gay person, like, walking within 16 miles of a school, Republicans will call these agencies and say, there's a gay, oh, there's a gay at the goddamn supermarket, he's got rainbow, he's a gay, he's a predator, groomer. Right, and then they have to listen, right? They have to listen to these things, right? It's like, you know, imagine a 911 dispatcher hanging up when you say, my boyfriend got stabbed, right? So they have to listen. And again, they have to investigate at least a little bit. And so otherwise, like, again, imagine they get a similar call and it's actually an issue and it's actually someone doing something that's actually wrong, right? And then, so again, so either way, they've been less effective and less efficient at capturing child sex traffickers since the rise of QAnon and since the rise of every gay person's a groomer rhetoric. So I just want to say congratulations to Republicans for doing a really good fucking job and making it so the children in this country are less safe. I mean, they love that with the school shootings. They love child sex traffickers, right? This is their fucking shit. These are their boys. Matt Gaetz is like, he goes way back with these child sex traffickers. Jeffrey Epstein, my man, that was his mentor, motherfucker. Right, anyway, so these guys are nuts. Fuck them in the face. And, I mean, it's just pure evil is really what it is. So, I don't know what else to tell you, but not good. Realon set 14 czars. Hang my pants. I'm going to put in the tip jar. We got some money. In the jar. Thank you, Realon. It's a visual metaphor, everybody. And I gotta get some more coins. That's what I'm learning here. I need more coins. Need some more goddamn coins. Does anyone else do this? I'm chewing ice. I'm chewing ice live on stream. Does anyone else do that? Yeah, that's right. This is the only left-wing YouTube show that does news where some stupid bitch will chew ice in between segments. I mean, can you get this anywhere else? Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at this. You see this? You see this fucking shit? That's my middle finger, motherfucker. That's my middle finger. You know what it stands for? It stands for fuck you. Okay. Better than you. $5 super chat. Vote for Andrea. I'm running out of 20s. I'm running out of 20s. We got a lot of paper currency in here. Check this out. Once the tip jar is full, I will buy Max the dog some new toys. So that's the reason why you should give money. Also, reminder, if you want to give me money on PayPal, Cash App, or Patreon, that also counts to the tip jar. And I also get more of the dollars from it, so it's pretty cool. I got like a piece of food. No, what is this? Oh, it's a coffee ground? Anyway, got a show going on today, everybody. So anyway, I will be drinking an alcohol and playing Doom later. Check it out. That should be fun. Anyway, we're hopping right back in to the Jon Fetterman, Dr. Oz race. I love it. I love it. We got a brand new meme. A meme, that's right. I'm a professional journalist. So here we have a meme that has been located. Jon Fetterman posted this video. It's 30 seconds. And it honestly, I'm not going to lie to y'all, this is a great fucking video. Now, again, I'm a huge supporter of this campaign. I'm a huge supporter of anybody that doesn't like Dr. Oz. Once again, I have to tell the story every time. I was born, and not only was I born, but I was also raised in central New Jersey. And so on TV stations all over New Jersey, right? Everywhere I would, like, you know, my grandma's house, whatever. Dr. Oz was all over these fucking morning news, nightly news. This motherfucker wouldn't shut the fuck up. And so I always remembered him as being that guy that, like, talks really loud and, like, wants to sell really stupid fucking products. So that's my memory of this guy. And so I haven't really heard of him, like, at all, like, until the Senate race thing. And so, like, for me, this is entertaining. But also, like, he's from New Jersey, right? So why is he running in Pennsylvania? Well, Jon Fetterman also asked the same question and made this video. So let's watch.
Chris just reminded me to mention that I live in New Jersey.
I got a message from a viewer, Sandra, in Paramus, New Jersey, not far from where I live.
I live in New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey.
In New Jersey, where I live, for example.
We purposely wanted to live in a place where we could get to New York City, but we didn't want to be in New York City.
That place is a Mediterranean-inspired mansion tucked away in a quiet corner of New Jersey.
It's perfect. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. Like, I could watch this again. In fact, I will. I mean, like, this is hilarious, man. Like, that's, like, I can't with this. I can't. I'm gonna watch it again.
Chris just reminded me to mention that I live in New Jersey.
The music,
I got a message from a viewer, Sandra, in Paramus, New Jersey, not far from where I live.
I live in New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey.
In New Jersey, where I live, for example.
We purposely wanted to live in a place where we could get to New York City, but we didn't want to be in New York City.
That place is a Mediterranean-inspired mansion tucked away in a quiet corner of New Jersey.
Oh. Anyway, I just wanted to share this. Jon Fetterman's meme game. I'm endlessly entertained. Like, if this guy gets into the Senate, I think Jon Fetterman's the kind of guy who I hope would buck the establishment. I know he's not perfect, right? Like, I know he's got, you know, some questionable stuff on foreign policy. I'm aware. He's no Bernie. But, I mean, the guy's got his own kind of thing going on. He's very abnormal, right? He's very, very, like, non-standard, non-typical, atypical Democrat. And that is a huge advantage, especially in a state like Pennsylvania. But, I mean, if this guy becomes a senator and can weigh in on national politics, I mean, that's going to be something. So I hope he doesn't sell out. But he supports Medicare for all. I mean, it's a banger campaign as far as I'm concerned. But I don't live in Pennsylvania. But I do know people that do live there, and I will try to convince them to vote for this guy. So anyway, Dr. Oz, more like, I hate that guy. Also, we don't want him either. As far as I'm a former New Jersey resident, and I can assure you, we don't want him either. So it's like a game of hot potato. We're just throwing him back and forth. Get rid of this fucking guy. Anyway, there you go. To master the meme is a new tool of campaigning. The right will never master it. Well, it depends on how you define master, but I would consider Donald Trump's 2016 campaign to be pretty much mastering the meme, at least at that time, right? If you look at it now, right, like 6 years, 7 years out, it's gonna look a lot cringier. But at the time, I mean, that motherfucker was the only one who even knew what a meme was, and I can assure you, it was, it got a lot of younger people to either abstain or to vote for him, and we're still dealing with that. Some stupid ass fucking young people. He's like one of those like TV doctors, like who was a doctor at one point, but then their license expired or lapsed like fucking decades ago, so they hawk these weird supplements or some shit, It's crazy stuff. $14 czars! Membership when? I'm working on it. This is my last $20 bill, and don't ask where I got them from. Going into the tip jar. So anything else, this is where you stop giving me money. This is the stop giving me money portion of the show. I need to I've got like a bag of coins somewhere, things I thought I would never say in my life. I have a bag of coins somewhere. I gotta find a bag of coins. Go find 3 coins. I will not find 3 coins. You got paper. I'm sorry to say it. You're gonna have to wait and give me money later when I got coins. But anyway, we got a show going on. We're doing a program today. Today's program not gonna be too long. But it's Will you burp on command for tips? I was never able to do that. Like if I'm drinking a seltzer or something and I've got that carbonation, I can sometimes force it out, but I can't burp on command, and I haven't had anything burp worthy. Drinking black coffee and water. What am I gonna, at most I'm gonna get some acid reflux, right? There's no burping going on. Yeah, where's Oprah's responsibility in this? Fucking Oprah, man. What a fucking whore. You know who had the right idea? Josh from Drake and Josh. When he ran over Oprah, man, let me tell you, that guy was onto something. Because what the hell is Oprah doing to this country? Giving us Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fuck. But, I mean, there's a lot of people that love to pretend to be doctors. Oh, let me stretch. Let me get a stretch in. Oh, oh boy. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Oh my. Oh, yep. That's a stretch. Wow. Woo! Holy Macintosh. What a time to be alive, y'all. Like, seriously. What a time to be alive. Are y'all watching my Doom speedruns? Because I am. Alright, so we have a lot of people in this country that love to pretend to be doctors. And, before, though, we start talking about him, we're going to be talking about Jimothy Dumbledore. And before we talk about him, I want to just remind everybody that the only reason I'm making this video is because my boss at Blue Cross Blue Shield has forced me to do so. And I actually recently am working out a contract with Moderna. And Moderna's been scouting for talent in their propaganda wars, and I've been working really hard on that. So anyway, hopefully by the next time I do a door video, I'll be an official Moderna representative. But for now, I'm still working for Blue Cross Blue Shield. Also, people in my family, just full disclosure, people in my family work for Raytheon, and we're a pro-war family. We love war. So I'm just throwing that out there before we start. Anyway, so Jimmy Dore is at it again. There's this new like right-wing meme going on, like that's like against SSRIs. Now, I say this, I just want to be very honest now, that I've been honest the whole time, but now we're going to get into the really honest portion of the program. I've never been on SSRIs. I have chronic depression. I come from a family where everyone in my family's got chronic depression. We're a bunch of fucked up motherfuckers, in other words. We're a bunch of alcoholics. We're a bunch of depressed morons. And a lot of people in my family have died early as a result of those things. Anyway, so I say this as someone with a lot of experience being depressed and who has also never tried SSRIs. But I also know a lot of depressed people who have tried SSRIs. So I say this from an educated standpoint. But there's a right-wing meme going on that says like SSRIs are just like a tool of big pharma or whatever. Now, my question is are blood thinners a tool of big pharma? Is like, any medical care a tool of big pharma? Like, I just don't understand, right? Like there's two different things, right? If you're attacking big pharma, what are you attacking them for? You're attacking them for having big exclusive patents on life-saving medication, right? So if you acknowledge that the medication that they're holding and charging exorbitant amounts of money for is life-saving, then why would you attack the medication itself, right? So the right-wing grift here is a little bizarre. But anyway, there's a concept out there that the right wing loves to pretend is true, that no one who I know who's ever tried SSRIs is under any illusion of. But the idea that you can take an SSRI and then that's it. No lifestyle changes. You're depressed, right? You go in to get help. You get prescribed Zoloft or whatever. No other lifestyle changes, and that's going to save your life and you're going to be smart forever. No one says that. In order to get a prescription for any of these antidepressants, doctors and therapists and so forth will tell you that that is not the case, right? Antidepressants are a tool, right, to help you get into a mindset where you can improve your life, right? They're designed to be a temporary way to get out of some muck, right? And so, now again, do a lot of people have the capabilities of doing that? Like, a lot of lifestyle changes involve spending money. No. And that's one of the problems with capitalism, right? So the meme here is that, like, depression isn't real. It's just that capitalism makes everyone depressed. Anyway, let's watch Jimbo Dumbo. Let's see what he has to say.
A new study, The Serotonin Theory of Depression, a systematic umbrella review of the evidence. So they did a systematic umbrella review of the evidence.
don't find this funny, I know it's Jimmy Dore, but I gotta play this again. I love how he reads out a systematic umbrella review of the evidence, and then there's like he goes into commentary mode where he's supposed to like break it down for an audience, and he just says the same exact thing, like the way I would say, like, this is what was supposed to happen. They're doing a systematic umbrella review of the evidence. So what they did is, they got all the evidence and they just looked at everything and put it all together, right? Like, that would be like you break it down. But instead of breaking it down, he just says the same thing twice. All right, let's.
A new study, the serotonin theory of depression, a systematic umbrella review of the evidence. So they did a systematic umbrella review of the evidence. And who were they? These are research.
You can hear the fucking bottle of scotch like fucking bang around. Listen to that.
And who were they? These are researchers from the University College London. They conducted what they call an umbrella review of past meta-studies, and they did systematic analysis of depression's relationship to serotonin activity, and it included tens of thousands of participants. I think that comes from the Hill. So here it is from this paper. It says, our comprehensive review of the major strands of research on serotonin shows there is no convincing evidence that depression is associated with or caused by lower serotonin concentrations or activity. That's exactly what Tom Cruise was just saying. He was saying there is no chemical imbalance.
So, okay. Now, again, I can only hope that people like Jimmy Dore are depressed, right? But I'm not so sure. But as someone with chronic depression, the idea that depression is only and exclusively related to a chemical imbalance, I'm not sure if anyone believes that other than grifters who don't read articles and people that have never actually faced depression, right? Like, depression is like a catch-all for a lot of different symptoms, right? Like, depression is like, you might be in a shitty spot right now, but you can still be happy because you'll be in a better spot in the future. Depression is when you see no future, or at least no good future, right? You see nothing but pain, right? Depression is often a feedback cycle where you fall into bad habits that you just keep repeating over and over, and then maybe you'll develop a habit with alcohol. A lot of people that are depressed start to and I know Jimmy Dore's got a drinking problem, so maybe he does have a history of depression. I'm not sure, but anyway, right? So the idea that depression is singularly a chemical imbalance, that it's make believe. No one believes that, right? So I'm just saying. Now again, it can be associated, right? It can be a factor in an abstract way, right? But what this study is not doing is the study is not talking about SSRIs. The study is talking about what causes depression, right? And so SSRIs are a tool to help combat depression. Again, not a singular tool, not a magic bullet, right? But you're supposed to be using SSRIs in conjunction with getting more exercise, right? Like eating better, breaking some of your bad habits, cleaning, your house more. A lot of depressed people don't clean as much as they should, right? So again, that's not, I've been there, right? So again, the idea, there's a lot of conflation going on here. And my favorite part about this is that Jimmy Dore, either he has no experience, or he's never met anyone that has any experience, or he just doesn't care, right? He's just misinterpreting all the data and all the findings of this study and just turning it into something that it's not. And it's bizarre. Now, again, no one is saying that capitalism isn't a problem. Like, this idea, these people love to construct binaries. Either capitalism's the problem or it's not the problem. How about capitalism is the main problem, but also humans are weird, right? So anyway, let's keep going.
And now this paper is proving it.
I've heard other people say it and thought they were kooky for saying it. I've heard other people say that there's no chemical imbalance.
I thought for sure it was.
Who is
so
this
most
guy?
studies found no evidence of reduced serotonin activity in people with depression compared to people without. And methods to reduce serotonin availability using tryptophan depletion do not consistently lower mood in volunteers. So when they got rid of the serotonin artificially when they did that, they lowered people's serotonin levels. It didn't lead them to have a bad mood.
So again, depression is typically a combination of several factors, right? Someone can have low serotonin and everything else is fine, and that's not going to fuck with them, right? Maybe it might make them a little tired or like, you know, a little crabby, maybe, right? But this idea that depression is only a chemical imbalance and nothing else, nobody believes that. Not even Jimmy Dore believes that, but he's going to be telling you that that's the science. It's right. Like no one, I guarantee you 0% of people on planet Earth, other than maybe people like Jimmy Dore who lie for money, would ever say that depression is only it's only related to your serotonin, you know, and nothing else. It's not related to your environment. It's not related to your family. It's not related to your money. It's not related to how many bills you have. It's not related to if your grandma has cancer. No. It's only, no one thinks that. Like, again, this study is not, like, he's, like, the study has, right, actual medical, like, you know, they're finding things out, but these right-wingers, they're not interpreting the study at all, right? Like, they're not, like, they're just, like, looking at a headline and misinterpreting it and then blaming Big Pharma, even though they're not even remotely related to the study at all. It's bizarre. Now, again, we can criticize SSRIs, right? We can criticize Big Pharma. That's fine. But this study is not, it's not part of, like, I don't know, man. Like, the way right-wing grifters, like, circulate all their news, like, it really is impressive. Like, they've really just got, like, one central machine that all of them pick from, and they just all have the same commentary on everything.
So they're saying there isn't a connection between serotonin and mood. That's what they're saying, and that there's no evidence of that people with reduced serotonin is present in people with depression. Just what Tom Cruise was saying 17 years ago. Tom Cruise, almost 2 decades out in front of the rest of the goddamn medical profession. Oh my God, did he do his own research? Did he actually read? You're not supposed to read in this post-Trump era. It's bad if you read. You're just supposed to listen to other people, like Rachel Maddow.
like he's doing. Anyway, I don't know, man. Like,
a new study.
Like, I can't with these people. I really can't, right? Like, I have my own problems with SSRIs. Now, again, I've never taken them. But from my understanding, a lot of SSRIs, right, there's like what's I usually referred to as, from people that have taken them, is like a magic window where like you take SSRIs, they don't really have quote unquote take effect for weeks, right? And then you've got, like, you know, after a year or so, they become less effective and they end up switching you to something else, right? So, what the idea of SSRIs is to utilize the magic window to fix your environment, to fix things in your life that have caused you depression, to make your environment better, and so that when you wean off of them or change or, you know, whatever, that you'll be better suited to, you know, whatever. That's the idea of SSRIs, right? But again, capitalism makes that hard, right? If you're on SSRIs and you're poor, right, can you really afford to fix the heater? Can you really afford to fix your car? Can you really afford, right? And so that's where we get into the issue of people are prescribed drugs without giving, like, in my opinion, if you want to cure depression from poor people, giving them $1,000 a month will do a lot more than giving them SSRIs. That's my opinion. Or both, ideally, right? But we live in this weird capitalistic society where the idea of giving people money is seen as like a handout. You know, you can't give people money. But if someone is depressed because of environmental factors, and that includes not being able to pay their bills, or let's say they got sick and they missed work and now they're behind on rent, giving them the money would cure the depression in that instance, right? So again, I have that problem with the medical industry and how, like, medical insurance companies, right, because of the way that they work and because of capitalistic society is constructed, like, we're fine, like, just having medical insurance pay for pills, but fixing actual root causes, right? So a lot of people, they get into these magic windows with their SSRIs and they can't properly make use of them, and it causes, like, again, it's just a feedback effect, right? So that's why a lot of people don't like SSRIs. My opinion, there's natural medicines that I don't know if they're better than SSRIs. I can't say that. I've never tried them. But there are natural medicines that are a lot cheaper, aka free, that also would make you a little bit happier, even if your environment sucks. So, hey, you can do your own research on that one. But again, people like Jimmy Dore really make this conversation difficult because, like, again, right-wing grifters, they take this, like, they take one scientific study and then they extrapolate a bunch of things off of it that have no relevance at all. Like, no relevance at all. And then they'll just like make having this conversation with actual people more difficult, right? Because how do you know if you talk to someone that subscribes to fucking Jimmy Dore or Joe Rogan and they read this bullshit and now they're completely missing the mark, they're on the wrong train of thought, right? Like, yes, we can criticize Big Pharma. Yes, we can criticize SSRIs and how they're handed out and how they're prescribed and how other root causes of depression aren't usually acknowledged or treated in any actual fashion, right? That's all fine. That's all great. This study that he's referencing has nothing to do with that. The study basically says, yeah, serotonin as a core cause, not really a thing, which anyone who has depression could tell you that already, right? So that's why I assume this guy has no personal experience with depression, though I do hope that he does, because, you know, the idea of Jimmy Dore suffering a little bit makes me a little happy, I will say. But, again, the guy's a clown, the guy's a hack. Anybody that believes anything this guy says, I'm not going to lie to you. But, well, if you do take Jimmy Dore at his word and you don't do your own research, even though he tells you to do your own research, you might belong to a group.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little strange, I will say. But anyway, there you go. That's Jimothy Dumbo. I did my own research, and turns out Dore is a grifting dumbass. It's true. By the way, if you hate Jimmy Dore, just like me, I hate Jimmy Dore. I'm the biggest Jimmy Dore hater in the world. And if you hate Jimmy Dore too, you can give me money. Go down below and give me money on my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, or give me a super thanks or a super chat. Thank you, everybody. Let's hate Jimmy Dore together. That's how I'm gonna end the video. Anyway, got a show going on. We're doing a show today, y'all. We're doing a fucking show. Doing a fucking show. Oh. Will there a money going in the jar bit? I'm going to try that again, buddy. Will there a money going in the jar bit? Sure, why not? Anyway, we got a show going on. We're doing a program today. I decided, you know, etc. Let's do a movie review. Test. I'm out of coins. I told you. I am out of coins. So what I'm going to do, thank you, Relon, 14 stars. I got this Team AOC pin because I love AOC. And I'm going to put this in to the tip jar. I gotta find my bag of coins. I got a bag of coins. I want a refund. I told you beforehand. I told you. I can't do the bit if you're taking all my money. Like, hello? I start the show with like 8 coins on my desk. I don't expect any more than 8 contributions, and then you stupid motherfuckers. Next up, I'm going to put the lighter in the tip jar. Still works. I don't know what a Zara's value is. Alright, we're gonna be doing a movie review. Does anyone here like movies? Anyone? I don't even know what a movie is. Got really high. And watched The Thing, 1982. Mr. Carpenter. The Thing, folks. This is one fuck mother of a movie. I've seen this movie a long time ago. I saw the remake of this movie, though also this movie is in and of itself a remake as well, which I have not seen the original 1951 version, but I would like to. But anyway, I've seen this movie a long time ago, but I did not remember how fucking gory this fucking movie was. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now, it's a classic, The Thing. The Thing. I mean, what a name. Like, Mr. Carpenter's got some great names. The Thing. What else do you need? I mean, the original movie is like The Thing from Another World. That's too long. How about The Thing? All right, great. Let's go. Anyway, so in this movie, there's people in Antarctica, and they're doing some research, and, you know, there's different, like, countries that have different bases or whatever. And so they're doing the thing. They're researching, and they find, like, the spaceship. The Norwegians find a spaceship, and the thing kills them all. Right? The movie opens up with some guy trying to shoot and kill a dog running away. Spoiler alert. The dog, he's the thing. Right? So anyway, but then, like, he meets up with the Americans and accidentally gets himself killed. And so without communicating the alien stuff, right? So then the Americans have to rediscover that there's a thing, right? And the thing about this movie, the thing about The Thing is that, again, it is so gory. I have seen this movie a long time ago, and I forgot how gory this is, right? There is so much like actual visualizing of the monster, right? The alien monster, right? Like the tentacles, right? When the dog like opens itself up and the thing comes out, and then like it's just nasty. This movie is nasty. Oh man, it is a nasty movie. But in the good way, you know, like, it's just like, I love that kind of shit. I love gore. I love practical effects, right? And Jesus, again, I just, like, when the thing, the monster, is like, you know, like moving, right? And its mouth is going like, right? I don't know if they did like stop motion or like, you know, or what was stop motion, what was puppetry. I'm not sure, but wow. I mean, what a movie. Anyway, the other thing about this movie that's crazy is how many fucking movies have you seen where these motherfuckers have like infinite ammo flamethrowers? This movie came out in 1982. Infinite ammo flamethrowers. Like, that's the only weapon that, I mean, I think one of them has a revolver and one of them tries to use a shotgun. But most of the time, the weapons that they try to use against the thing are like flamethrowers that have infinite ammo, until the one scene where the guy's ammo runs out and he's just like, he doesn't like refill it or something. But like, what other movie can you say that you've seen where there's so many flamethrower like moments? Like, that's not like, flamethrowers are not that popular in movies in general. That's more of like a video game kind of phenomenon. There's always flamethrowers in video games, but no, like, not that many movies use flamethrowers. And then like The Thing, they use the fuck out of these flamethrowers. There's like 3 or 4 different flamethrowers, and they burn the whole fucking shit down. It's crazy. And it's just great. I mean, this is a great movie. It's got that anxiety. You don't know who is the thing, you know. It's got that anxiety to it that's just really good. I mean, it's a good fucking movie. It's a really good fucking movie. I really enjoy it. Like, at the end, when they find, like, the new spaceship underground. I also just, like, I have a huge thing for ice themes. I love ice. I love snow. Like, you know, I have, like, a thing for it. I just, like, whenever I see snow, it just makes me happy. Like, I don't know how else to describe it in movies, in video games, in real life. Whenever I see snow, there's just a part of me that's just, it feels happy. I can't explain it. But anyway, so I love snow, and I love that this takes place in Antarctica. And I want to see the original 1951 version of this movie, because I've seen both of the remakes, and I would like to see the original at some point, but I have yet to do so, and it's hard to find old movies, you know, without paying for them. But anyway, this version of the movie, it's great. I mean, it really is. It's got like a good amount of action. It's got a good amount of like anxiety. I like the dog scenes, even though some of them die, and it's sad, but some of them get away, and that's great. And I love dogs, and I love every dog. Even the Thing dog. I mean, I'll make an exception for the Thing dog. Anyway, The scene where like the dog who's the thing goes into the dog cage, and it's just great. I mean, like he just goes in there and he's just kind of standing. He doesn't know how to be a dog, and then the rest of the dogs are like, right? It's just I mean, like it's a good movie. This is a great movie. Even like it's just like this is like a good horror movie, right? Like if you want to talk about horror movies, The Thing, motherfucker. Holy shit, The Thing. Horror movie classic. I don't know what else to say, but it's just really good. It's just good. I like it. There's a lot of flamethrowers. I think I said everything I need to say. And again, it's so gory, and there's so many effects and the props that they use and the stop motion. It's just great. It's just great. It's a great movie. Goddamn Carpenter. What a fucking, oh, what a film. I mean, it's a film. When you really think about it, it's a film. Anyway, there you go. I've heard of The Blob, but I haven't seen it. But I do love cheese. That's pretty much my show for today. Goddamn Milo with their fucking AOC pin. That's right. Where do you think I got it from? I want to remind everyone, I'm going to be consuming an alcohol and playing Doom in 107 minutes. And if you would like to join me, that would be cool. If not, honestly, go fuck yourself. So we're gonna be, well, I'm gonna be, you're gonna be sitting and watching like a good little viewer. And you know, I could do a Q-cock, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a Q-cock during the Doom stream. So if you want to ask me anything while I'm under the influence of alcoholic substances, feel free to show up and join in. And I'm going to be playing Moonlit District, another WAD made by the team that made Vigor, which I finished yesterday, as well as Mayan Reynolds, which I also enjoyed. So, bangers. The Squonker team, banger after banger, I will say. So, we'll see, though. And maybe Moonlit District is bad. Maybe it's not a banger. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll find out in 106 minutes. But also, I want to spend this moment, this opportunity, to say thank you. For you know, I'm thinking a lot about this program and how I've been doing this program for nearly 3 years. We're approaching year 3. I started in January of 2020. So, you know, it's pretty cool. I think I'm having a lot of fun here. You know, if we can just get a little moment of seriousness. I'm having a lot of fun here. I hope people enjoy my show. A lot of people tell me that, you know, I'm a part of their habits and rituals. That's why I do a show 7 days a week. Because if I take off on the weekends, people are going to develop new habits, right? You know, it's audience capture. So, got to do 7 days a week. But anyway, I'm trying my best. You know, the thing about doing a show every day that I've come to realize is not all of them can be a banger, right? Not everyone is going to be perfect, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But anyway, I do have a lot of other projects that I'm working on in addition to the Above It All show. I've been trying to do the Doom streams again. Not that many people show up because you hate me and you hate my interests. You don't like the things that I like, and that makes me upset. And honestly, it makes me angry. If you watch my Doom streams, 99% of it is just shit-talking the Above It All chatters that don't show up. So, you know, I name and shame. So, you know, if you don't show up, I don't know. I'm just but anyway, I am, you know, I'm doing the cooking show. Trust me, I know it's been gone for 3 weeks now, but trust me, when it comes back, you're going to like it. I've made a couple of, I've done a lot of things with that, so that's going to be looking good. And I'm planning on doing a lot more, you know, because I don't want to just be a news show person. That's great. I love doing a news show. But I'm also more interested in the human experience than I am with news. I think following news in politics is an important aspect of the human experience. I think, you know, you should. I think it's a part of, like, you know, of your responsibility being on this planet, especially if you have kids. If you have kids and you're not paying attention to the news, I consider you a bad parent. But also, again, you know, the world can't just be about the news, right? So like eating, I want to do the cooking show because eating, everyone eats, right? If I can influence people's eating habits, I mean, hey, if I can influence people's eating habits, that's a win-win-win. But, you know, I like doing the movie reviews. That's fun. A lot of people, my audience is typically older than me, so they don't play video games because they're stupid and they got like carpal tunnel or something. Their bones don't work. But anyone can watch a movie except for Donald James because he's a moron. So I like the movie reviews. You know, I'm trying to keep things varied, variables. And anyway, so I appreciate all the financial support as well. And I am using my excess money to further my education. I've been getting back into reading a lot. I've been reading a lot of books recently. So that's been fun. And I'm trying to broaden my knowledge base. And also, I'm going to buy Max a bunch of toys when this tip jar is full. So, there you go. But anyway, I do have a lot of projects that are going to be coming out between now and the end of the year. So like, you know, Above It All is the main project of this channel. Right, Cooking with the Bitch is like the number one of the side projects. But I've got many other side projects that I have been working on. Some are slower than others in progress. But in between now and the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out. So I'm just throwing that out there. So, you know, by the time we get into like October, November, December, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to spoil any of it. I like to keep people guessing. I like surprises. But I'm working on a lot of cool stuff. So just, you know, just throwing that out there. Anyway, that's the show. That's it. That's all I got. I will see y'all in the Doom stream if you show up in 102 minutes. But otherwise, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Thank you for watching.
Here's the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Why attack Sanders? Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.